Which one do you have? If you have nothing, comment no phobia. Welcome back to Universal Things YouTube channel. Today, we explore the strangest phobias you probably never heard of. Let's discover these bizarre fears and uncover the mysteries of the human mind. Ablutophobia is the fear of bathing. Imagine avoiding showers and baths due to intense anxiety, not just dislike. This fear impacts hygiene and health, turning everyday routines into battles. Could you live with this constant fear of water and cleanliness? Xanthophobic is the fear of the color yellow. Yes, yellow. For some, sunflowers, taxus, even sunshine trigger deep panic. Brightness becomes a threat. How would you cope if a simple color caused daily dread? Hylophobia is the fear of trees, forests, or even a single tree can cause terror, turning nature into a nightmare. Walking in the woods might become impossible. How would you feel surrounded by towering trees? Lichenophobia is the fear of vegetables. While some avoid greens by choice, this fear causes real nausea and dread. Imagine your heart racing at the sight of salad. How would this affect your diet and health? Nephophobia is the fear of clouds. For sufferers, cloudy skies and storms spark panic, making the sky seem threatening. Would you crave endless sunshine just to avoid this fear? Omphallophobia is the fear of belly buttons. This common body part causes intense discomfort and avoidance. How strange is it to fear something so ordinary on your own body? Anatidophobia is the fear that a duck is watching you, somewhere, somehow. Though it sounds humorous, it triggers real paranoia. Could a harmless duck really invade your mind this way? Hippopotamonstrous patience is the fear of long words. It's ironic, yet real. Big words can overwhelm and freeze some people. Have you ever been stumped by a word too long to handle? Torophobia is the fear of cheese. Imagine missing out on pizzas and cheese boards due to anxiety. How would life change without this beloved comfort food? Pediophobia is the fear of dolls. Their lifelike eyes and faces can haunt sufferers. Would you survive a room full of staring dolls? Arachibutyrophobia is the fear of peanut butter sticking to the roof of the mouth. The sticky texture causes panic. How could something so small cause such anxiety? Choreophobia is the fear of dancing. For some, moving or performing triggers terror, stealing joy from celebrations. How many moments would you miss if dancing was a nightmare? Globophobia is the fear of balloons popping. Sudden loud noises cause panic attacks. Would you avoid parties to escape this fear? Selenophobia is the fear of the moon. While many see beauty, others feel dread at its glow. How does the moon affect your emotions? Numerophobia is the fear of numbers. Bills, clocks, calculations cause real stress. What if numbers controlled your anxiety daily? Coulrophobia is the fear of clowns. Painted smiles and exaggerated features terrify many. Would you skip the circus forever? Paganophobia is the fear of beards. The texture or sight can unsettle. Would a beard ruin your friendship? Spectrophobia is the fear of mirrors or reflections. Seeing yourself can cause paranoia and fear. How would you live avoiding your own image? Chronophobia is the fear of time passing. The ticking clock is a source of dread, reminding sufferers of change and mortality. How do you cope with time slipping away? Phonophobia is the fear of loud sounds. Sudden noises make the world unpredictable and terrifying. How would you live in constant alert? Chrysophobia is the fear of gold. This beautiful color and metal spark anxiety. How can wealth symbolize fear? Genophobia is the fear of chins. This rare fear affects body image deeply. How does a simple feature cause such unease? Atychophobia is the fear of failure. It can paralyze, stopping progress completely. How do you face your own fears of failing? Demophobia is the fear of crowds. Panic rises surrounded by many people. Social life becomes unbearable. How would you live avoiding crowds? Tyrannophobia is the fear of feathers touching the skin. The light tickle causes discomfort and panic. How can something so gentle terrify? Phonophobia is the fear of jealousy. This abstract fear creates tension and distrust in relationships. How does envy shape fear? Cacophobia is the fear of ugliness. It deeply affects self-esteem and social confidence. How much do appearances shape your fears? Acrophobia is the intense fear of heights. Even standing on a balcony or tall staircase can trigger dizziness. Psychologists believe this fear comes from our built-in survival instincts to avoid falling from dangerous heights. Leptophobia is the fear of butterflies, while motophobia is the fear of moths. For some, even the delicate flutter of these harmless insects triggers anxiety. Their soft wings and unpredictable flight patterns can feel overwhelming. Imagine a room filled with vibrant butterflies or shadowy moths gently moving around, beautiful, unsettling for those with this unusual fear. Trypophobia is the fear of tiny clustered holes or patterns. Even harmless things like honeycombs or lotus pods can trigger discomfort. Scientists believe this reaction comes from ancient survival instincts tied to poisonous animals and infections with similar textures. Imagine fear as rippling shadows surrounding you, heartbeat visible in the darkness. Phobias hold mysterious power over the mind. How do you confront the shadows inside you?